So the idea here is we want to accelerate design and improve quality. We want to reduce repetitive tasks and focus on high value work, which is basically reducing the amount of times you do a repetitive task. We want to reduce that. We want to capture and reuse knowledge. Very often, tribal knowledge gets used and applied on a person-to-person basis. We want to capture and reuse that knowledge for the entire organization and the AI tools that are asked to complete the tasks. And of course, we haven't talked about tying in other AI tools into SolidWorks. That's not really on the table just yet. But when we get to the point where you can tie in a Claude or a Chat GPT or another LLM into this industry world model SolidWorks environment, you kind of have a whole set of different options. So keep that on the horizon. We're not there yet, but we're hoping to get there kind of early 2027. Okay, so that's our security and privacy. So one thing to note about SolidWorks and AI before we show you kind of the nitty gritty here is that there is a history of built-in intelligence in SolidWorks. And you may be familiar with these tools already, and they haven't really been kind of touted as AI, but they are doing the same thing in the background. They're making decisions based on information in your CAD model. And such of these are like the repair sketch relations command. This is where you can invoke the repair sketch relations if there are issues, and it will walk through where you have issues and kind of provide some insight into how to repair those sketch relations. Selection accelerators, if you've selected a fillet and then you've actively selected, the surrounding fillets or whatever selection accelerator you have, that's part of that. And those are
Yeah, that's the
AI.
one. I like that one a lot because you've probably all seen it where you click an edge and it says, "Hey, what about all these other edges that you don't have to click now?" That
Yeah,
one's really nice.
built-in intelligence that people kind of overlook as AI, but are really kind of that's what we're driving towards. But pattern-driven component, driven silhouette part D feature, if that's something that you have to deal with, and there's a command that it walks you through that as well. Repairing missing mate reference, that's a great one that's been introduced. What was that, like 22 or 23?
Yeah, it's
Fairly
been there for a
recently.
while.
I
Hmm.
mean, yeah, maybe
Okay.
2020.
Yeah.
But it's one that if you don't know exists, check it out. Repairing missing mate references is easier than you may think. And auto fastener recognition and pattern. If you have PEM fasteners or specific types of rivets or something, then you can really make use of that throughout your designs. Command predictor and generative rendering. These are all things that have existed for a while, but we don't necessarily bulk them under these new AI tools because they're just there and they've been working and they're being leveraged as part of this AI platform.
Yeah, you don't have to use one of the AI companions technically to use those. They're just in SolidWorks day to day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And just to reiterate kind of the three compartments that we're dealing with, Aura is the explorer, connects content knowledge and business intent. Leo is more the engineer, validating design integrity, manufacturability, and system constraints. And Marie is our scientist with deep scientific reasoning and advanced validation. Again, it's coming. This is something that I'm very excited about because I want to see a lot of those simulation challenges solved through the use of AI. And I think that's how we get it.